All right, welcome back to the channel. Gervonta Davis is rumored to be moving up to 135 pounds. Tevin Farmer just blew a whole lot of money. Let's talk about that in this video. Okay, Tevin. Before I get into that, though, let me say welcome to the channel, subscribers. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell icon. It's a good channel. We got a lot of conversations that go on in the comment section and also on the live streams we do Monday through Friday. Also, I want to thank everybody that tunes into the live streams, everybody that supports on the Patreon, the Super Chats, and the Cash App. This video is dedicated to the man that has been so consistent in his support. Whose tube is this mine? Man, much love. Appreciate you so much. All right, let's get into it. Eddie Hearns done played some games and took a whole lot of money out of Tevin Farmer's pocket. Wow. Okay, Tevin, there's an old saying, a bird in their hand is worth two in the bush. Tevin Farmer was offered $2 million to fight Gervonta Davis, and he turned it down. Eddie Hearn, the co-promoter, partner, whatever he is with Tevin Farmer, said that he would offer Gervonta Davis 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever, how much money to come fight on the zone. So, in essence, Tevin Farmer said no. And then Gervonta Davis left the weight class. Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do, Tevin? Now what are you gonna do? Move to 135 and get a belt at 135? Who are you gonna fight at 130? Now the Gervonta Davis fight is off the table. It's off the table. You're not gonna find another $2 million fight at 130 pounds. You just let Eddie Hearn negotiate you out of the biggest payday that you could have ever hoped for at 130 pounds. What 130 pounder is making $2 million in a fight? Vasily Lomachenko never made $2 million in a fight at 130 pounds. Vasily Lomachenko doesn't make $2 million for a fight now. But you turned your nose up at it because of Eddie Hearn? You think Eddie Hearn is now going to make it up to you? You think Eddie Hearn is now going to make it up to you? Give you that $2 million. Ah, my bad. Sorry that Pop goes the weasel. Sorry. Nope, that's it. That's what he's going to say. Pop goes the weasel. Sorry. Can't help you. Oops. Man, unfortunate. Things happen in boxing. Hey, by the way, the zone's not going to be offering a whole lot of money to people that can't put butts in seats. Ain't that what Eddie said? Eddie said they're going to stop giving a bunch of money to people that can't put butts in seats. Tevin Farmer, that's you. That's you, Tevin Farmer. You wanted Gervonta Davis to go fight on an app for Eddie Hearn, and you wouldn't take $2 million to come over to Showtime and fight Gervonta Davis. They're not going to be giving you every other month fights, man, and paying you a bunch of money for much longer, because now the 130-pound division is dead. Tevin Farmer's not going to get a fight with Lomachenko. If he gets in, what's he going to fight? Now you got to fight Miguel Berchelt for a unification bout? You want to fight Miguel Berchelt? You're going to fight Miguel Berchelt for $250,000? They're going to give you $250,000 to fight Miguel Berchelt? 1/8 of what you would have got for fighting Gervonta Davis. Either way, you're gonna lose. In either one of those situations, you're gonna lose. You're gonna fight Jamel. You're gonna fight Herring. You mean, what are they gonna pay you to fight Herring? You can unify with Herring, but hey, man, maybe that's just the route that Tevin Farmer needs to take now, because that's the only route that there really is for Tevin Farmer, is to now try to be the unified 130-pound champion. Fight, Cancio Is the WBA regular guy, if it winds up that Gervonta Davis really did move to lightweight? What do you wait for Shakur Stevenson to come up there, and maybe that's a money fight for you, but it's not a money fight like Gervonta Davis, man. Tevin Farmer talked himself into an absolutely wonderful situation. We're very, very well played. Got in the face of Gervonta Davis. Had it go completely, viral. The confrontation between the two of them. People latched on to that idea. The idea of these guys fighting. Gervonta Davis and Tevin Farmer became like a mini mega fight, similar to, but probably more so than Josh Taylor versus Regis Prograis. That second level of fight that boxing fans just seem to not think is good enough. It's either got to be Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao, or we just going to make fights that don't matter. We can't really match up. We can't have really, really good fights that aren't pay-per-view, but that people are very, very interested in, like a regionally significant fight like Gervonta Davis out of Baltimore and Tevin Farmer out of Philadelphia. But now that's gone. And I definitely believe a lot of it being gone had to do with how Eddie Hearn played it. You had Leonard Ellerbe coming out on Twitter the other day and saying, now is that how we're doing it now, Eddie? Is that how desperate we are? You're willing to make offers directly to other promoters, fighters for however much money? Is that how we're going to play it now? As if they don't have Gervonta Davis locked down hard enough where he couldn't do that if he wanted to do it. Or Gervonta Davis is stupid enough to trust Eddie Hearn and his ways to begin with. Gervonta Davis is going to move up to 135 pounds where there are a bunch of big fights. 135 pounds just became a very, very deep division. A very deep division with young champions. I did a video on this earlier today. It'll be up on the channel probably before this video's up. But you have Vasily Lomachenko, you have Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Gervonta Davis, Richard Comey, Mikey Garcia. I think is gone. I think Mikey Garcia is gone for the division. I think he's gone. He wants to fight, somebody at 140 and then fight Manny Pacquiao. And I believe Mikey Garcia will get the Manny Pacquiao before Errol Spence, because that's more of a winnable fight for Manny Pacquiao. But 135 pounds is now a very, very hot division because not just because Gervonta Davis moved up, but also the new interest or the maturity is probably the better way. The maturation of Devin Haney, and also the personality of Teofimo Lopez, for however long Teofimo Lopez can actually stay in that weight class. And then, one of the best fighters in the world, one of the top few fighters in the world in Vasily Lomachenko. Now, Tevin Farmer, on the other hand, is sitting there with Herring and Burchelt and Kinseo. I believe his name is Kinseo. Good fights, interested to see him. Definitely won't miss him. But of all of those guys, I think that Tevin Farmer just might be the weakest of all of them, except for maybe Jamal Herring, because I gotta admit, I haven't watched Jamal Herring enough to really judge him. But Tevin Farmer in his last fight that I saw, when he was getting hit with them straight right hands, made me worry about him. He doesn't seem like he has a lot of punching power. He's highly defensive. He has very, very good defense. He's, slick. He's a very slick fighter. But what happens is a lot of times when you're a real slick fighter like that, but you don't really go through phases in the fight where you can really pick up the pressure. He's just, it's just a matter of time before somebody comes in there and just outworks him. Even if they're not landing a lot of the punches that they're throwing, because they're going to keep Tevin Farmer in that defensive mode throughout the fight. Some judges are going to wind up giving him scoring on the card for him, and rightfully so. You know what I mean? Rightfully so. If he's not really landing stuff, in response. But all in all, man, just that was silly. That was silly. You take the $2 million. You had the fight. You had the fight. Tevin Farmer, you knew if you said yes, you had the fight. $2 million? Yes, I have the fight. Okay? No, I don't want the fight. You're not going to dictate to me. Give me 8. Hey, man, the guy said, give me 5, 6, 7, no, give me. Actually, I think it was. I don't know what Hearn was actually offering Tevin Farmer. I don't know if Hearn was offering Tevin Farmer more than 2. It was just Hearn was trying to offer Gervonta Davis more money. What difference did it make to Gervonta Davis? What difference does it make to Tevin Farmer whether or not Gervonta Davis is making more money or not? The question should be whether you're making more money or not. And what did he offer you, 3 instead of 2? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment sections. Too bad, so sad, Mr. Farmer. And it is what it is. And with that, I'm out. Peace.